is for the barren, toward the scriptures the Bible foretells, the men who made it to the next shelf, over the million slain dead underneath that hell. Is that all a part of your message? I refuse to believe the success of the street without feeling the hard truth of the defeat. Artist, this is trial. Tell me. Speak. Artist finished his cigarette and put it out. He didn't look to his father. He sat still and waited for the fall. Whatever it was, he awaited a challenge of it, a hard challenge. Artist walked over to where his father was and sat down. He didn't look around, and he didn't acknowledge the sound. For most of the night, he was down. Coral Rhodes approached the stage. Oh, thank you, Artist and Trial. Thank you both for being so brave. Oh, excuse me. Coral fought the urge to inhale the smoke around her. Instead, she continued on with the show. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Akarai. Akarai. Akarai closed his eyes and started to chant, a low, low beat beneath his neck. He clapped his hands rhythmically in a series of 1, 2, 1, 2. He didn't speak at all. He acted out a story with his feet. He acted out a story with his hands while the crowd just continued to beat that rhythmic 1, 2, 1, 2. First he walked around the stage like a gang slave. Then he used his fingers like a gun, like he was pointing at all the people in the audience. Then he selected a target, but it was himself. After a suicide attempt, he laid on the floor. He leaps up out of himself, though, like a spirit, and he runs around looking for help, but there's no one. He approaches the mic and continues to the rhythm. The chanting grows a little louder, that rhythmic 1, 2, 1, 2. For about 1 minute, he croons on stage, like slowly walking back and forth, dancing drunkenly to the song, just flailing his arms all about him. The chanting just keeps on growing, though. It's like that 1, 2, 1, 2. But by this time, the whole place is on its feet. Oh, they get it. Dear God, they get it. Different rhythms break out, like still in tune with the original 1, 2, 1, 2. They clap their hands and they snap them fingers. They stomp their feet because they feel the rhythm. They swing their hips and then they clear their heads, like with their eyes closed, they see what Akarai said. Akarai continued to dance on stage. He crawled and rolled. He presented himself as the stage, and we were in his life just singing away. The chanting grows just a little bit louder, but it's that same 1, 2, 1, 2. Akarai bowed as we cheered. We cheered as he bowed. The poem that had no words was just a song about our world. Coral Rhodes comes back on stage just to sing it away. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. The pain is gone. I live to say that every day it rains. Yes, y'all. Yes, I say yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mila. Mila approached the mic, coy-like. All the time I am my face, as well as my belly and my waist. All the time I am my lips, as well as my thighs and my hips. I love my feet and where they're going. They represent everything beautiful. Do you see my hair, long and flowing, like a beautiful black river? I know I love me. That's how far I see. In my heart, I know being beautiful is being at peace. Believe it, it's what I strive to be. I can't have one hair out of place, or they'll see me. The perfectionists, I call them, trying to thief me. I'm in the mirror constantly looking for a flaw, and when I don't find it, I feel stronger. I have a friend in vanity, a love for being self-absorbed. I found passion in insanity, throwing my clothes on the floor. My biggest fear is being alone. I can't risk the thought of society treating me like it treats the rest of the world, broken, full of germs. Judge me according to my makeup. I can accept it that way. I know I'll be a wife because there is a man in this world who will love me and only me. I believe in second chances as long as the first was lost out of respect. What else is there to life besides agreeing and saying yes? And one day I'll change. I can tell by the people around me. One day I'll rearrange into this organic origami, or something like that maybe. I thank God for having friends like Mirror and male influences like A.E.V and Trial. They give me variety when I'm more makeup than Miles. I call this poem Makeup because it hides me like a cocoon till I grow into something bigger and smarter inside of me. Thank you. Amila bowed to her applause, then walked off stage. Coral came back to the stage and commented, Miss Amila, you truly embody beauty. Change for no one but you. Mira reached to Miles and gave her a hug, a secret pact among the two, representing true girl power. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you our first pocketeer of the night, Miss Marbles. Marbles. Marbles crowned the stage. I present me after it all, the points and the falls, the reality that life is small and underneath this funky underarm. You see, I lost my center, but I didn't lose my cool. I understood that a pimp took a seat in me that he wasn't supposed to. Oh, I've been out there, way out there, where help and billboards are a common stare, where drug use keeps you clear, and a pimp's hand is just pure fear. I've been out where, truth be told, all that there is isn't all that there is, truth be told. There are parts of me that are not here. They're found in humility and shame deep inside of here. They are just as alive, some other greater atmosphere, as powerful as I need them to be. Prepared I am for coming up short. I offer advice from everywhere, leaning out of this hellhole. You can accept these words I'm telling you, because in my streets, young artist, your ass can disappear. Artist lifts his head in hope before it fades. I've seen young boys turn to AIDS, the highest killer of our youth to date. I've also seen our youth turn to apes and pull out guns like ocean spray. Drug dealers come and go, like sales at supermarket stores. They don't know the value of growth, as God sees it, I suppose. I've learned my limits, you know. I earned the right to say I know. I have yet to face my truest foe, as far as I'd go, beyond the flesh. Mirror, I understand your approach. It's hard to fire between love and hope. To you I give my deepest rope, to climb should you need to float. Mila, you are a pretty young woman. Stay to your heart and fight fire with fire. I use marbles to explain my premise to the world. Live to entitle your worth, Miles, and stay away from the hurt. A.E.V, to my surprise, somewhere near my grandparents' time, you truly dream out loud, continue to stay alive. Arcnianus, my fellow saint, proof that the streets rise to dim. As long as we both shall live, I consider you a true friend. Trial, oh, you gave my hurt the smiles. You gave my inner peace a growl. You know, being young has nothing to do with being wise. Reach your peak, and please have mercy on I. To the pocket, I wish to say, I have no other home outside of this faith. To one and all, good night, and be safe. Arlen rose to his feet and clapped. He looked to his son's tears, to his son artist on his right. Placing one hand on his shoulder, he refused to leave his side. The pocket stood to its feet once more, for another rose that grew from concrete, capturing within its walls the song that flashy ears weren't designed to see. Curl came to the stage and bowed for Marbles. You're always welcome here, Marbles. Always, Curl continued. Believe it, ladies and gentlemen. I have to be the one to bring this wonderful night to an end. I thank you all for coming and participating in the show. Good night. Everyone cheered. Everyone. Even the sorry swap drunk that always fell asleep in a corner. Workers, retirees, students, families, friends, and strangers made way toward made ways. Slowly the pocket cleared. Trial pulled artists outside for an ear. Oh, since when do you smoke cigarettes? What's all that gang talk about? What's up with you? This isn't who you are. Artist shrugged his shoulders and walked off. Trial grabbed him and spun him around. And Art pushed him. Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me, Art popped. Walk away. Walk away. I know you, artist. This ain't over. Trial threw a rock over a fence and stormed off. Artist was one of his best friends. He refused to leave matters up to Art's confusion. On his way home, he bumped into Mirror. Try. What's going on? What's wrong with Art? Is he in trouble? Mira asked. I don't know. He won't tell me, Try answered. Try was almost in tears when Mira grabbed him. It'll be all right. Just walk with me. Let's talk it out, Try suggested. Try forgot all about his crush on Mira. He talked to her like one of the boys. They stayed outside an hour before they realized the time, when both were expected by their parents to be on the inside. Try hugged Mira goodnight. I'll see you tomorrow at school. If you want, y'all can walk with us, Mira suggested. Oh, cool. Good night, Mira. Good night, T. Mr. Nyannis. 3:00 in the morning. Where am I? Too addicted to the pocket, too addicted to the pipe, wandering the streets on Twitch, to the voices, to the wind, searching for something weak, something as determined as me. The authoress. I was once stuck to the street for a whole 2 days. I couldn't truly catch the drift, the drop off and pick up of it. It was more like a different way of saying I'm sorry for messing up, for getting up, and paying dues for God's apology. I straightened up quicker than my thoughts, found a higher thinking than my losses, sleeping against God's cross, displayed more wisdom than I had thought. I did get up a year or so later, but I was lacking that favor, dishing that pitch ahead from the hash mark, missing those long-distance shots. All consequences, no morals, like fish caught in a net, and past the breath and the death, catching those prayers that others give off, just enough to take wind. Through its storehouses and where it lives, maybe up to God, maybe down to them. There have been some storms where I've lived, some casting down and some thundering, heavy rains of hail and snow, somewhere near that mistletoe. I'm not surprised that I've been judged. It makes sense. I seem to only know my way up, the only way there is to finding love. I start out on fire, but I end out in ashes. Somewhere I was put out. Dear Adam, I'm blessed that my wisdom has fear, the ability to cower it down. I learned that from my younger years. Now all the fireworks do is disappear. Mr. Nyannis is still a hard character for me. Being homeless and houseless is just two different things. I refuse to depict him as dormant, though my restrictions on him are quite forthwith. What I lack with him is chorus, the perfect go-to for his moments. As of now, though, he's lost in focus, half-built or possibly just not serviced. Well, I'm going to stop there. And this is page 48. There's 290 pages to this book, The Poetry Pocket. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be including more installments either sometime in the future. But I'm going to lay down for my nap, try to get some sleep. My body really needs it. But I'll talk to you guys later. And peace out.